All right, you guys, I think I figured it out. So I am just going to check to see if anybody is going to come back after that mess. Oh my gosh. Yay! It's not echoing, is it, Debbie? Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened, but you know how it is. Okay, so let's try this. Hey, how are you, everybody? Take two. Boop, boop. This is Kathy Schmitt, and I am the Backyard Stamper, and I'm here tonight to show you some incredible swaps that I received from OnStage in California last week. So I participated in two types of swaps. One is called general swapping, and that's when you make like a bunch of different cards, and as you meet people, you swap. So you get cards from people from all over the US and Canada, and anybody that came from the UK or Australia, and you swap them. And so I have a bunch of those, and then I did some organized swaps. And what that means is there was a theme, and I made 11 cards, and the gentleman that was hosting it keeps one card, and then I get 10 cards back. So I made 10 for the swap. I get one of my own back and 9 others in this theme. So I did 6 different themes, and the cards are amazing. Oh my gosh, they're so great. Okay, so I hope people will come back. Oh, I know it. It's just operator error. It's hard. It's hard. All right, so if anybody wants to sign up for my newsletter, this is the QR code. And this is my OnStage little badge that I got. And what I was so excited is this is the first year that I had a level 2 in one of the categories. So I got a level 1 in leadership, level 1 in sales, and level 2 in team building and silver elite. So I was pretty excited. So that I'm so proud. And this little timer said I was eligible to go to the OnStage Plus event, which is for silver elites and above. So I work hard to be a silver elite, and it pays off. So before we get started on the swaps, I just want to show you that these are the 3 cards that we will be making in my card class on Saturday. So we've got this fun birthday pig, and look at that stripes embossing folder. That is so awesome. And then my friend Cindy Pinley inspired me for the next 2 cards. So she showed me this one, and I changed it up a little. I'm using the shimmer paper here and back here. And then I used some of the designer paper, the Woven Textures designer paper, for my basket. So I think that's pretty fun. I haven't done the inside yet. But and then this is the incredible Lazy Daisies embossing folder. That is a beautiful one. That's nice and deep. You can do lots of things with those. And then this last one is also from Cindy. And it's just a cute little bunny. I did Winkastella on my bunny. Ooh, you can see it there. And on the flower. And a cute little hello spring. And I haven't done the inside on that one yet either. So these will be the 3 cards that we're making for my card class on Saturday. I do have to-go kits, but the to-go kits do not include any stamping. So you would have to substitute for your own stamps. but I will include, you know, like all the embossed pieces and the scrap paper that you can use to cut whatever you want. So it would include the basket and stuff. So we're not allowed to send stamped images out. Debbie, could you do me a favor and just post to Cindy in group that I am back? So Anne knows too. I think I tried like 4 or 5 times. It was kind of a bummer. All right, but before I get started, I just wanted to see if the peeps that were on here before will come back. All right, so Debbie's going to try to get them, and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to do the general swaps first. Oh, my camera is crooked here. There we go. I'm going to do the general swaps first because they are so fun. So this cute little swap, and I want to make these next year. They're little 3x3 cards, and it's Cheryl Hamilton. She's from Hawaii, and it was awesome to meet her and her friend. So, but she gives these out as thank yous. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could have done that so many times for the Southwest person that helped me when my flight got canceled, or, you know, somebody at the Airbnb left one for her. So I blew it, but I will remember that for next year. So that's a little card from Cheryl. And then this is from Rhonda Smith. And she gave me a glass nail file. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to trade with her because I had never heard of a glass nail file before. So it's just a cute little wrap, and she used a star punch and a cute little square, and, you know, traded me a 3D item for my card. So, and then this is a lip balm holder, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Pretty sure that's what's in here, is a lip balm. Sometimes you can't get them out unless you finagle. Okay. Oh, just a lip balm holder in there. So this part here unfolds like so. There we go. And the lip balm comes out. And she's got her name, I see, inside there. So that's pretty nice. Now, let's see here. It was kind of like this is a no adhesive fold. So it goes like that and like that. There you go. Cute with the flower from Lovely Arrangements. Okay, so those are my 3 little gifty ideas that I got. And you know what I should have done is I didn't. All right, I'll put them in the back, and that way I'll know my cards. So these 2 swaps came from the same woman, and this is going to be a future card in my card class, probably the next card class. This is so incredible. It's not a new technique, the layered look, but just doing it with this designer paper and this frame, textured notes. Is that right? So, but what a great card for men or women. And so, and she used the Hatch embossing folder in the back. I love that. And then this little frame, decorative frame of some sort from Nature's Art. Let me check, because that's going to bug me. Textured notes. I was right the first time. I don't know why I doubt myself sometimes. All right. Oh, and then this one just came back to stock today. So I ordered it. I can't wait to get it. I love how she used the So Swirly in the background. And then this is like just some sponging. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for coming on. I had some problems with my sound. So thank you for coming back. And Susie, thank you too for coming back. Cindy, yay! So, but this is called a Rolling Waves, and it's here layers, and it looks just like water at the beach. So, and look, it's so cute. This one was by Terry, and these didn't have a name on them. Cindy, since you're back, I wanted to show, these are my cards that I'm making in my class, and you inspired me for these two. And then my pig. All right, so this one here is from Kelly Macbeth. Oh my God, I love my Lucy Lamb so much. Yes, I ordered this today, and then I saw after that Cutest Crew was back in stock, so I put a second order in. Oh my gosh. Oh, the credit card company is going to love me this month. This card, oops, no name on it, is really a clever way to use up little pieces. What did these measure? Because you can get this is a perfect one to do with 6 by 6. So the colored cardstock is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. So this is 2 by 1 1/2. Just different swatches from your designer paper, and then you just kind of crisscross them. And then she used the birch in the background. I mean, this is a nice card. Look at this one. I got another one. Isn't this great? Look at it. The set has a towel, a beach towel, and the beach umbrella, and it looks so real. And then this person sponged the inside to kind of keep the watery look going. This is from Natalie Gramley. I covered up their street address because I don't want that out there. But isn't that nice? This one is Michelle Sturgeon. She's a top seller too. And this is using the gears and something. See, my brain is still on the airplane. A couple of days of sleep deprivation, and you'd be surprised what you forget. But I love this. It's texture through stamping, so that's pretty cool. The only thing she die cut was this big gear, but the rest of it is just clever stamping. I really like that. Here's another one that uses up a variety of DSP. So these pieces are all from the Easter DSP. This one is from the Pleasant Patterns, and then she's got a bunch of little looks like post-it notes, dies, gears, and textures. Thank you. If I don't know, I'm just going to say texture because everything's got texture or lovely in it. It seems like. But what a great way to use up scraps. I like that a lot. And that must have been, and look at, she even put a little banner thing inside. This must have been hard for her to turn over the Easter paper. I know I couldn't do it because it's so beautiful on the other side. All right, here's a clever one. So she just offset it so that it's lined up over here, but this is another whole nother layer. So I really like that. And this one is from Raylene Oka. Did I say that one didn't have a name? Okay, and then this is, for a minute I thought it was the washi tape, but this is a look-alike to the washi tape because this is the same stamp set, that Greenery Lane. She probably did a whole sheet and then cut them down. I mean, that's what I would do, right? And this embossing folder is called something with texture. my gosh. First, I have my, I had no sound, and I fiddled with that and tried to come back like, 5 or 6 times. So then I get like this, right? I'm all like a tether. Okay, so every time somebody had a bug card, I'm like, oh, can I trade with you? Because none of these cards use the stamp set. Well, this one might. The rest use the designer paper. Designer paper, designer paper. I think this is the designer paper, not the stamp. And this one too, it might be colored in. It doesn't look like it, but at any rate, I'm like, you can reproduce all 4 of these cards. Thank you, Cindy and Debbie. Vine and Stone. Vine and Stone gives lots of texture, right? Okay, so this is a strip card using the exposed brick, and then she just cut it and separated the layer, which I love that. And then she just put some bugs on there and some gems. So that was pretty neat. And this one uses the Ladybug embossing folder. And this is a fun fold card. Spread joy. Isn't that nice? So we've done a card like this in our mystery stamping where you attach, you only attach the designer paper to the center. So when you cut it out, the outside piece is not attached and it cuts the hole. But you get to save this piece for another layering piece. So this one here, simple, using the branching out dies, but I love it. It's got great effect. And then this one is a fun fold. I forget what they call this. This is like a step, but then this lifts up. So I don't know if there's a name for it, but it would stand up real nice, but you still get to write your hidden message. So those are my bug cards. And look at how this one here used vanilla and this one here used the same paper and used white. Normally when you have a vanilla background, it looks funny to have the white, but I don't think it does. This one here used white as well. So really good. So I was crazy about the bugs because I have some bug paper and the Scan and Cut cuts all these bugs out beautifully. So I can reproduce any and all of these cards very easily, especially this one. I love this. I mean, you could use like one of those subtly looking designer paper that just looks like, sponging or something, but I just like that. This is my favorite embossing folder, the exposed brick. It's a modified Z fold. Okay. This one here is from Adele Finney, and she used the ephemera that comes with the Lovely Blossom collection and sponged it. So it's got the gold. See that? And she sponged the color on the layers and layered them up. So that was pretty clever. And Blackberry Bliss. Love Blackberry Bliss. Look, another card. Oh, here's another bug card. Hello, friend. There you go. So I really like this, and this is from Diane Bensberg. See, and this is just one of the panel or pieces from the DSP. But Blackberry Bliss again. It was funny because I heard people talking about, oh, if there was a color they'd get rid of Blackberry Bliss. And I'm like, no. All right, here is one. This is from, I don't have this set. Debbie knows what this is. And it's Fragrant Flowers, I think. This is from Patty Mitzutani. And she used that Vine and Stone and sanded it. Are you saying no, that this is not from Fragrant Flowers? All right, you can tell me what it's from. Fragrant Layers. Oh, okay. I was pretty close, though, with the fragrant part. This I love. Now, this is, I really like this. It's Friendly Foliage. And all she did was add a piece of vellum behind. And just that little add makes this card something special. It makes it so the white here doesn't get lost on the white background. I like that. And it looks like she sponged that embossing folder a little bit. It's from Beautiful Pattern, also known as the paper towel embossing folder. And she stamped the inside, which I appreciate that. And look, see this little gem here is actually on the inside. So that's pretty cute. By cutting just a little bit off, she made an extra layer. This is from my roommate, Jamie Adcock. Oh my gosh, my little lambs. If I saw a lamb, I swapped it. And this is from my friend Debbie, who's on here tonight. And this is one of those shuffle cards where you cut a bunch of pieces and then you just mix and match your pieces together. And she used the Lazy Daisy back here and the I know it. This Spotlight on Nature dies. And she's on YouTube, Frankly Stamping. I have your QR code. When I get to your other card, Deb, I'm going to show that so people can take a screenshot. Quilt Shuffle is what the card is. This card here is from Carla Schultz, and it is a Z-fold with these triangle or squares turned on the different. Hi, Marissa. Oh my gosh, I miss you already. I had such audio problem getting started, and so here I am. But I got it fixed and came back. I almost gave up. I really did. So this is from Carla Schultz. Let's put that back here. I took all my swap cards out of the plastic, so nobody had to listen to the rustle. This is from Kathy Anderson, my downline, and roommate at OnStage, which was great. I love that. This is a great embossing folder, the Forever Plaid. And this paper is from the, I'll think of it in just a minute. And this is from, that might be from, I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. Notes and Totes might be that. But I can't remember what that paper is. All right. Here is another one from Stella McKay. She did not identify what these pieces were, but it's kind of neat. Look at, she put a staple on her card, which is fun. And then she did a layered piece in Blackberry Bliss, and she embossed that layer. So I don't tend to emboss my card front. I tend to do the layer just because I'm a little bit of a chicken. I don't want to wreck it, and this is easier for me. So that's a pretty card. This is from Poetry Garden. This is designer paper and not stamped. Oh, it is. Nice. All right. This is from the paper Floral Charm. And I like how she took this die cut here, or punch, and she put it through the Forever Plaid embossing folder, and that just gave it a little something, right? Love that. This is from Eva Dietz. This is a nice card. Anybody can make this, and this would be a good one at my card class when we're doing like a Stamp-A-Stack. This would be a great card because you could cut and flip these two sheets so that some of them are wider and skinnier, so you're not wasting the paper. and do a different design for different seasons. Okay, wait till you see this. This is from Amanda Sulimka from Canada. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. I love it. This is a card that's going to stay in my collection just because it's fun to play with. It's got a spinner mechanism in there. Really fun. And you know what? That's kind of what it does at the amusement park. You kind of come down and you swing back and forth. That is fun. All right. This one is from Kathy Larson, and she had a little bit of hair on her trimmer blade like we do sometimes. But this is a great little strip card. Use up those extra strips. Here is another one using the beautiful stamp set. Oh, look. Lovely arrangements, Stampin' Dies. And the Lazy Daisy. She lazy daisied this little punched piece. Isn't that clever for just a little something? I really like that. And then she did a split card. So, you know, doing a swap, she could make this layer up on a whole sheet of 8.5 by 11 and then divide it into 4 and cut the diagonal so she'd get 8 from her one sheet wonder. Pretty clever. Okay. And here are some more. This is from Stella McKay. I ended up with 2 cards from her, but I love this one. I don't know what this banner shape is from, but I really like it, and the words fit in there perfectly. And this is from the Poetry Garden, so that's the other DSP. So she did the purple one, she did this one, and then she used a different pattern. But other than that, the card is the same, except this part here. See how she has the piece of vellum down there, and she just changed this layer. Nice job. This one here, now I like this card. It uses crushed curry, which is tough to use sometimes. It's a little bright, but this card does it justice. So I really like that. And this is DSP. So she was able to bring the color, and then the green kind of like grounds it. So another lovely arrangement. Yep. Love that. This one here, oh, this Happy Birthday is from the February product of the month, that stamp set. I like that. And here's another piece that uses those 1.5 by 2 inch strip or pieces. You know what? I bet this is from the same person. Hold on a minute, because look, I think it's from the same person. No name. I spilled my coffee on the card. Sorry. And see, she did this inside and she did that inside on this one. So this is definitely from the same person. But see, 2 different looks. I really like that. I wished I hadn't spilled my coffee on it. But okay, now this is so clever. What she did was she put a piece of adhesive. Let me see. What did she tell me she did? She cut this. She put a piece of adhesive sheet on the back of the white and then laid all her dies out and cut them. And then she took the negatives, and that's here, 2 of them in the gold. So she gold embossed them, and then she ran this negative piece through the embossing folder, and then she had her piece of washi tape underneath. So all these little pieces that were cut out, she used on different cards. Like here's the 3-leaf, and here's the rose, and here's the little piece that looks like the double one here. So I thought that was clever. So this is the same lady, and she explained how she did it. So here's the piece that's like that. And this uses the other embossing folder, not the one that I have. This uses the one that cuts them all out at the same time. The recent one that I used has individual dies, which was a lot harder to do. So that's why she could get her placement so perfectly, is it matched up her washi tape. And that's what this is washi tape, because I can see it right there. So I like that. And no name. Whoever you are, you're very clever. Oh my gosh, look at these. This is so cute. Look at this. Cutest crew. Oh my gosh. I got a sample from all of the groups. So this uses the greeting set from the February product of the month. And it looks like the common theme is to do repeat stamping and then color only one of the stripes. So she did it, and she did it too. And really fun. And look at this die with the paw prints. Isn't that great? And that is from Ann Olson. And this one is from Terry. This is from Jody Bretchbill. I was so excited to get the birds because everybody was doing the puppies and the kitties. And this uses, I love this paper. This is the paper that has the glittery splashes, the splash paper. So, yes, Jody Bretchbill from Connect and Create. And this uses a splash paper. And she did the paws again, too. I love it. And this is from Nicole Hillman. So I'm so excited I got some of the samples from that because I can show them when I get my set. And then a lady at a table next to me had these that she was handing out, just a little random act of kindness that says, "You're wonderful, you're loved, you matter. It's okay if all you did today was breathe. It's okay to sit and simply feel how you feel. And you matter." And she was just randomly passing them out. Tiffany Caldwell. For Hope to Joy, which it combines, it's a foundation of joyful journey, and it combines paper playing with mental wellness. So my little flower got a little crunched in the suitcase, but isn't that neat? Okay, so those are all my general sparkles and splashes. I have it right here. I don't know why. I'm using it on the pig card. It's this paper. This paper. So the back side of these have different colors, and one of them is that blue and white striped with no glitter on it. Okay, so now let me show you. Oh, let me take a little commercial break and show you the cover. This is our May through August catalog. Yay! It's got some good things, and I love it's a magazine style, so when you open it, it lays flat without having to have it spiral bound, which is great. And yeah, I think you're really going to like the layout. It has all the tools, it has all the papers, everything, and they organized it in a very organized manner that we are used to, where all your designer paper is together, all your cardstock is together. So, oh, isn't that so cute? Stephanie said she likes it with the pig. I know I owe you guys a pig card because I said I was bringing one and then I didn't. That was rude of me. So, okay, sneak peek of the catalog. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like me to mail you a catalog, please let me know, and I am happy to do it. Okay, so for the organized swaps, how this works is there were groups, there were themes, and there were 10 people in the group. So birthday number 4 means I was in the 4th group for the birthday themed swaps. So this one here is from Cassie Miller, Birthday Wishes. I love that. I really like it when they finish the inside of the cards. And that's not for everybody, but I like it. This one uses that beautiful Delicate Whispers paper. So beautiful. Oink. They're calling me rude because I didn't bring them their pig. This is from Karen Titus. So all I'm going to say is oink. All right? When you least expect it, it'll show up in your mailbox. Okay, this uses the turtle stamp set, and this one didn't have a name on it. But this is a great fold. You cut the paper, like the front layer, at 2 3/4, cut it down, and then you turn it sideways. So if this piece was disconnected, it would fill in this spot, and you just turn it. So, hope your birthday is totally awesome. I didn't get that paper, but I like this card. Oh my gosh, look at this. All right, this is from Andrea Schaefer Ramelli. And she did this fantastic card. This uses the patterns, pleasant patterns. You get the green stripe, the floral Easter foily paper, and then this one. And Stephanie, I just saw your comment. Okay, stop it. And then she stamped it and embossed it too. Oh no, it looks like she stamped it. Sorry, she embossed it, and when she did, it makes these little pattern kind of change the way they look. So see that? How it looks glittery? That's where she embossed it. And then she just did a strip card using different patterns from the Delicate Whispers. This white and gold double bow. Whew, that's a lot. A vellum little doodad embossed happy birthday. Now that is a good card, right? For an organized swap, typically they are fancier because you only have to make 10 of them. So it's a little bit easier. Okay, this one is from Natalie Gramley, and she did a strip card and then ran it through the embossing folder. So all the layers are embossed except for the die. Maybe what she did was put each piece. Nope, she ran it through because she layered it on top of the white. And then at first I thought these were octopus. Doesn't it kind of look like an octopus? But it's the outline of one of the flowers. And she did white heat embossing. This is my card. See what I'm saying about I like the bugs. Now I got a bunch of different ideas to use the rest of my little bug critters that the Scan and cut out. And I can make a bunch of these quick little cards because this panel here is 3 by 4. So out of a sheet of bugs, you get 12 of those sheets. Is that right? How about 9 of them? Nope. It is 12. 3 across and 4, or 4 across and 3 rows makes 4 or 12. And then I just put my leftovers here. But and I use crushed curry, guys. Aren't you proud of me? All right, this one is from Joanne Jeter, and this is a layered card. She did a white layer on white, which kind of dresses that up, and then this beautiful paper. Is that Floral Charms? It might be. And then this is the In Color Secret C in paper, and the Secret C gems. So I love that. Happy birthday to someone worth celebrating every single day. Woo! This is clever. It's a clever tuck and fold. So see how it tucks under there. And then this uses the, it's the Mix and Match Love Notes. So this paper here, so she probably did some different ones because you only got like 4 or 6 of each pattern. So she matched up the rose with the rose. And so see the mechanism there that she did? She just cut that like that so that you could tuck it under. So I love it. That's Ann Oshiro. Here's another totally happy birthday awesome card. Patty Jean Warren. And the nice thing about these are great for kids, you know, because, you know, they're not going to keep them. Some might, but mostly they're not. So you don't want to do embossing and multiple layers and fancy bows on a kid card. You just want to. She did like 2 circles, cut off the edge, added some of the gems, and then your designer paper with the layering to match the colors in the paper. Love it. This one here is very clever. This was no name. But it looked like to me that this was going to open up. I thought it was going to be like a surprise opening. But you can see that she folded the paper. It's kind of like an origami fold. Folded the paper in, she had like a piece, folded it up like a napkin or a diaper, fold back a little piece of it, and the same over here, and tucked the little bits behind. So you get to see both sides of the designer paper, and it looks like this is a continuation of that. And these two match, but they're different sheets of paper. So she did some work to line those up. And then she used stylish shapes, which I like that. All right, that was birthday number 4. Are you guys enjoying seeing these swap cards? This is the masculine set. I always love doing the masculine. I always sign up for the masculine. Okay, so this is a Z fold, but it's a different kind of a fold where it looks like this is a belly band, but it's not. And then it opens up like that. And you don't have to write too much, right? Just a little bit. And this is from that landscape set. No name. Oops, hold on. Yes, name. That was from Terry Gaines. Okay. This I love. We used to have paper that had these little compasses. It was like apple cider or something like that. Really great. But look at the strips. So it's all different size strips. And this is from the Outdoor Weekend Adventures paper or scrapbooking kit, one of the two. So I love it. And anybody has strips left over. So again, if I'm doing a swap like this, I would cover my whole page, 8.5 by 11, with my strips for as far as I can go, and then cut them down. And she could even do, she wouldn't have to go all the way over here, but she probably did. But you could go, you know, to get the maximum in your paper. Pretty nice. That's Sandy Carlson. She always does nice cards. I've gotten several of hers. Okay, this is Ann Oshiro. And look at this window. I love it. It's easy but clever. So it's just a cut-out frame. And I don't even know what she used because there's a little bit of texture on it, but the stylish shapes you would have your stitch marks. That would look really nice too. The flags and the race car. What a great masculine card, and just 2 little gems just to add the bling. I love this. This would be perfect for my card class. So this is Nature Symphony. I love that one. I used that for one of my shoebox swaps. And the plaid embossing folder on 2-tone cardstock, and then you sand it off. This is the linen background stamp. This is from Carl B. Stamping Beans. And it looks like she cut this out of designer paper. Nope, she sponged it. She probably sponged a whole page and then die cut them out. That's what I would do. It's a lot easier to brush smooth paper than these little guys. because they want to bend and twist and get torn off. Okay, this is from Randy Brosnohan. Grillin' and chillin'. You're flippin' awesome. Whoops, sorry. Grillin' and chillin'. You're flippin' awesome. I like that. All right, here's that wheel again. How about if I turn it this way? Look at this card. I love it. This is the old meadow paper, I think, and the plaid paper, textured or plaid, textured plaids or whatever. There's a whole bunch of different colors. This is great color combination. That matches these plaids. And then she stamped the horse right on the designer paper. This is from the Birdhouse designer paper, I think. She glued it pretty good. I can't see. And then used the Nature's Symphony to a Great Guy. Look at this. I love it. This is my kind of card. I love this kind of card. Oh, another race car. Look at this. Oh, this one here. I have never had success making this card. I always cut the strips wrong and then they don't open right. But she embossed with black embossing powder on this piece of silver and then ran this one through the exposed brick and sanded it off and then just stamped on this one. So look. Oh, and then this background paper is something else. This background paper is probably from this car, whatever they had to go with that. But really neat. I like how she only came in a little bit on the car. She was really careful to make sure it stayed behind the flap. So all those little details matter. This is Heather Guerrero. Another Nature Symphony. I love this one. To a Great Guy. Boy, those great guys are going to get some good cards. This is Elizabeth Ames. They can't all be great, can they? Oh, this is my card. Look, To a Great Guy. And I did the same thing. So I poked out the white and I saved the white for another project. And then this I cut out of two-tone cardstock so they could flip and use the dark side or the light side. And it gave you a different look. Some twine that I did like a figure 8 behind it and those gems. Looks like I might have lost one of my gems, but maybe I only put 2 on. And then this is that textured stamp inside there. Happy birthday to a great guy. Here's another Grill Master one. Ooh, you're flipping awesome. Look at that. It's a double. It's not really a Z fold. Debbie knows the name of this fold, but look, there's a little box mechanism in there to make that inside one stand up. So when you have your cards standing, you can see all 3 and they support themselves. So nice cards for the masculine group. Oh, did I tell you who that one was from? That one is from Kira Randhawa. And then this one, yeah, Elizabeth Ames. So it was only the last one. I forgot. I'm so glad you guys came back on. I don't know. I don't see that Anne came back on, but she probably gave up. Okay, this was Wedding and Anniversary. And this card, this beautiful card, is my friend Debbie Frank. So she used the Gallery Blooms, which has this beautiful corner flower. This paper is from something else. And here's the corner flower, not colored. So isn't that cute how she did it colored and turned one direction on the front and then not colored on the inside with the designer paper. So this is Debbie Franklin. Hold on one second. I don't want to show your address, Deb. But I do want to show your QR code. So this is Frankly Stamping's QR code for her YouTube channel. We are both trying to grow our channels, so we kind of do shout outs to each other to try to get subscribers to subscribe to both of us. And I like that. Collaboration is a good thing. Okay, look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? This is from Andrea Schaefer Ramelli. She did this nice long thing that had what stamps she used, what DSP, and her powders or inks. So this is called Lunar Luster paper. I thought it was gold foil, but that was what was on the race car one too. And then she cut out the piece out of vellum and white embossed it. That is a beautiful, beautiful wedding card. Oh, look at my bears. I almost made a card like this. I had it ready to go, and then I had some leftovers from a card class, and I was running out of time, so I used those instead. But this red paper is from the backside of one of the bug papers. And then the bear this is from Valentine Bears. But the die cuts the little slit out, and you can tuck down inside flowers and honey and say, "Oh, honey, happy anniversary," giving you a big smooch. I love it. This here is beautiful too. This is a washi tape card, and she embossed with the damask embossing folder and that gold ribbon. Oh, so pretty. But this is not like she had to cut out all these pieces and then layer them just so to make the picture. That's a lot of work. That is from Sandy Reese. Did I tell you who made this one? Yeah. Oh, Cards by Randy. I didn't. Sorry. Cards by Randy. This one here is the same idea as this. See? They had the same idea, but a totally different look by putting one of those fluorescent papers. It makes it fun. My niece got married on Halloween, and this would have been a perfect card for that. But look, you can open it this way, and she made a little faux shaker with doodads and sparkles in there. Isn't that clever? And then it opens up again. So this is pretty. This is pretty. This is pretty. From Ann Oshira. I really like this card. Like I said, this would be great card for like my niece who got married on Halloween with the black and the spooky thing. Okay. This is from Sandy McManus, and she did a nice little list. But what that also did, when you stamp in black, sometimes it transfers over. Let me raise that up a little bit because I keep doing that. Okay, so it transfers over to this page. So by putting this piece of paper in, not only did she give me the write-up, but she protected her paper. 2 stones at once. Here's that paper towel embossing folder again. And then this is my favorite way of coloring now. Just a little sponging in the center. That's it. So you pick your color, and she used, so it's almost like a tone on tone. And she used the same color. And this piece, I just noticed, is vellum that was embossed. When vellum is embossed with these deep ones, it turns white where it's embossed. Isn't that neat? A lot of texture in there. Here's another one that uses fragrant layers. She silver embossed everything and then put it on vellum, and so she has something under here that's poking through. So I think that's clever and embossed. It's your day. That is pretty, pretty. This is the one I made. We did this in mystery stamping, where you use a quarter sheet and then you add your layers, and so it strategizes your use of the designer paper so that you can get, because this is 3 inches, which means you're going to get 4, and another 4 is 8 out of a sheet of designer paper with very little waste. You're only going to have a 1/2 inch at the bottom, and you could put that on the inside if you wanted, but I wanted to stamp that. That uses Simply Beautiful. And here's another one, another washi card. Love that. White on white, and then she added the little washi inside. That is, oh, it's the Eyelet 3D. I called it the crochet one, but, and beautiful motifs. I think that's this punch here. And Bright. And it's called Bright Ideas, but the Bright is spelled with the EI. So I got a clever name. I love it when you have a name that you can use in your name. Get it? Okay, like Frankly Stamping. That's pretty clever. All right, let me see here. I just need to switch them up a little bit. Okay, this is Demo's Choice. So Demo's Choice could be anything. Look, Blackberry Bliss again. And this is just cutouts from the designer paper. And what she did here was she wrapped her cording around and cut the ends so to help save on some of the twine. And so she adhered this strip of embossing or strip of designer paper and glued those, sandwiched in the ends so she could use half as much twine. That's Stampin' with Cindy. And then this one uses the Lazy Daisy, and she sponged. It looks like this could have either been a sponge or she could have inked up the embossing folder because there is some ink in between, so I'm not sure which technique she used. And there's that big thank you again. And look at with the ribbon, just 3 stripes like that. I like it. Clever. Michael Deal. Oh no, Michael Deal swap. Kelly Macbeth. This is Demo's Choice. This is from Anne O'Shera. She almost always uses red and black on her cards. And so this is like cherry cobbler. And she did a little window this time. And I think if I still have my old ladybug set, I might put one of the big ladybugs on there to just break up some of the darkness, because I think that would look really nice too. We'll see. Here's one with the Happy Easter and this eyelet embossing folder. A lot of people use that. The cute little eggs and the bubble bath ribbon. And look at a little bunny inside. That's cute. Super cute. That is from Karen Bone. And then Blessings from Sandy Carlson. So these have little cut pieces to make the church more 3D, and the arches. I love the arches. This is from Betty Weisbrich, and I had to look for a minute. It just reminded me of Debbie's card because Debbie used these little ferns and leaves and this beautiful paper. This is the hydrangea hue. If you like, I have the color chart, but this really shows it off. It's sometimes blue, sometimes purpley blue. It's kind of like a periwinkle. This one is from Terry Gaines. This is kind of clever. So she took a folded card base and ran it through the Lazy Daisy embossing folder. And then she cut the top to look like a tag and added some twine. And then all these little die cut pieces are in there. That actually looks like it's one die cut cuts out. Well, that's good news. And then she layered this. So this paper is the back side, I believe, of this Simply Beautiful paper, or the paper that goes with the Simply Beautiful. And then some peach pie little mini gingham and a little strip to write on. I really like the concept of this card a lot. Okay, this was mine. I made a little 3D for my demo's choice. So it's one of those stand cards, I guess you call it. So it stands up on your desk like that. You can look at Lucy the Lamb all day long, which is one of my favorite things to do. And it tucked back in so you can fold it. It fits in a regular envelope too. This is a washi card using the Easter Bunny basket. This basket looks so different because she used a wide strip to thread through and not just narrow ones. Or she left a bigger gap. And then the basket of flowers. When I saw this Easter basket, I thought, oh, this is a really good year long, because anybody, like we have a whiskey barrel out by our mailbox that we put flowers in every year. Look, she has the little bee trinkets on there. And this is from Spotlight on Nature. And there's that paper towels. Again, Kathy Howe's. And then this last one, I'm here for you always. And this is a color blocking. So this is a great way to use up the DSP. So you can take, like a quarter sheet, zip it in half and just flip it. And so you can get different patterns. And then she fussy cut this flower out, because that is like right next to the line. So she sat and fussy cut these flowers and leaves. So bravo, Karen Titus. She probably made her husband do it. Okay. And then I've got Funfold Group 2. Oops, that's somebody's name. I don't know who that was. These are fun. And so this pops up and this opens. So there's my exposed brick. I love that. And this paper here is, I'm going to say the beach paper. Is that right? I don't know. She's got it. No, I don't know what it is, but very pretty. Really sparkly. And she just made a frame with the arches. That's pretty clever. All right. This one here is a tuck and fold. So it's got the little tucking mechanism under there. And then it opens again. If friends were flowers, I'd pick all of you. You make me smile. That is from Elizabeth Ames. I really like this card. And the colors with the gorgeous grape and the Lost Lagoon. And this lavender paper is still in the book for a couple more weeks. Well, until May 4th, or it sells out. So grab it while you can. That's a keeper. This was mine. And this was a labor of love between embossing and gluing and coloring. It was a lot of work. And then on the back, I did Consider Yourself Hugged. And I used that Gallery Blooms. And that's what this paper is, Gallery Blooms. And this flower too. And I used the branching out, just a little faux bow with the cloud cover ribbon. So, and it stands up like that. Okay, so this one had no name. I don't know, it fell off. So somewhere in the pile was Jan's card. And this is happy birthday to someone worth celebrating every single day. Boom! And so it's a Z fold. And she used the designer paper to, and so you have the backdrop under the flap, but then you can write over here. So your writing is never really part of the picture. It's like, standing up like that. This is Cheers and Sips designer paper and stamp set. Look, she stamped the lime and the ice cubes. This one is from Sandy Carlson, and I thought, oh, okay, a book fold. Wait till you see. Ready? Boo! Isn't that great? I've made these cards before, and it surprised me, but that's what is so beautiful about this card. And this is just a 6x6 piece of paper, and the inside, yep, 6x6, and you fold it on the diagonal only on one side. Let's see here, fold it on the diagonal on one side in half, and then you fold these pleats up to meet there. So that's how you do that fold. It looks like she also folded here, but you're not really supposed to, and she burnished it out, it looks like. And then you put your white to write on right there. Ooh! I love this die and floral set. And that's the nice thing about this flower, is you don't have to color it. There's not a lot of flowers that you don't have to color, but this one just has a statement just the way it is. Okay, so this one is from Cynthia Cantor, and it is a belly band. And this uses the meadow paper. Keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, and remembering you in my prayers. Beautiful. This is a great Z-fold. And it's also a great way to use up your designer paper, because these are 2-inch strips, and then she went 5 1/4. So on a 6x6, it's one 6x6 sheet per card, which is a great way to use up your designer paper. And she continued the picture. I think I've made one of these kind of cards in my class, and I let them pick their picture. I don't remember. I don't usually let them cut in my class. This is one of those impossible cards made by Kathy Anderson. So what's funny is Kathy's a newer stamper. She's been on my team for, I think, 2 years. This was her third OnStage, because she joined just before the Houston OnStage. And the impossible card is, this stands up and you just wonder why. How does that stand up? Because there's no back to it. And it does, it's just that I was fiddling with it. So that's what makes this an impossible card. And it's made from one sheet of cardstock, and it's just cut in various ways. I've never made one of these, but it's really interesting. And this is really nice that you can just set on your mantle. Forever loved, forever remembered. Okay, this one is from Lynn Brinker. And so it's a 1/4 sheet cardstock. I love those. And says, thinking of you. And she's got this cute little booklet in there. But look, I thought it was just going to be like an open card. Look what she added. Isn't that clever? I love it a lot. I don't have this pop-up card die, but every time I see a card from it, it's like, I want it. If I got that, it would be just for me. This is Ann Oshira. Oh, look, I said she does black and white, and look, she threw in a Shy Shamrock. So this is one of those fold back cards. So this uses one sheet of paper. So this strip is 1 3/8. So 2 of those at 1 3/8, and then a piece that is 2 1/2 will bring you pretty close to 6. So, and she used a little bit there. See that you get this piece here on the bottom of your 6x6 if you're cutting it at 5 1/4. So it's nice that she uses it. I always use mine too. Oh, one more. Look at this pretty one. That is something scallop, pretty scallops, or something like that. And it's a trifold, like so. So she can get 2 card bases from one 8 1/2 by 11, and then she can reverse the fold. So some of them are going to fold, I'm imagining, some of them open this part like this. Open, see, this would be the other side. So one would go like that, and then one would go like that. And so that way, when she cuts her triangles, she can use the other side. I don't think that's the back side of this paper. Boy, people really adhered their DSP down. I don't think I ever get that close to my corners. So, all right, one last group. And then this is Fun Fold number 6. Cindy, this is for you, babe. All right, this is like a, I don't know what you call it, but it's a box card like so, but it's also got a cutout. And I think this is supposed to be adhered all the way over, but maybe it's not. Maybe it wouldn't open right if you do that, but I think it should be adhered right there. Anyways, just a little hello using this Kinsinki paper. Gorgeous. Hannah Wild. All right, and this one here is from Carol Park, and she did a gift card fun fold and added that designer paper. See this, what was that called? What was that called? Oh, I know it is. What is it? Poetry Garden. So it comes in all these different colors. So what people were doing, see, is matching their cardstock to whatever color they got. And here she added, here's a die that she added on top of a circle. So that's really good. Hope she used adhesive sheets because otherwise that's a lot of gluing. And then she's got the gift card holder. So that's clever. Here's one. Now this is fun. This, oh, no name. Unless she put it inside. Nope. So this makes a box, but she left the flaps unattached so that we could get it home flat. Because if you, once you fold them, you can't like fold that up. So she had two choices, leave them unopened or just cut the whole flap off. But I like that she has the flap because then you can tuck a little something inside and it would stand up. Cute. And she used a little circle of vellum because sometimes the paper is really busy, so the vellum tones it down right behind the bunny. But look, she just stamped the bunny in pecan pie with the Happy Easter. No coloring, a quicker card than if you do a lot of coloring. And she decorated the box top because when you fold your flaps, see, it looks like it's supposed to. Like that. I love it. That's a good one. And it fits in the envelope when you fold it up. All right, this one was mine. I'm like, who didn't do a name? Whoops, that goes with this. Lisa McGrew did this one. All right, so this is a card we did in mystery stamping. The mystery stamping gives us lots of ideas. And I used the lovely blossoms, and I didn't even stamp out on the outside. I just used the designer paper. I stamped a little bit there and a little bit there, and that was it. And this beautiful cloud cover ribbon. And this one, oh look, there's my tag to prove I really made it. This is from, oh, here's Debbie's YouTube again. The QR code. Take a snapshot if you haven't already subscribed to her channel. We're both trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So here is this Nature Symphony again with that beautiful Nature Walk paper. And then she did the trifold. So it almost looked like my mystery stamping, but it doesn't. I mean, it's kind of the same concept where you have the flip and then another flip, but that's all that it resembles it. But it reminded me of it. So, like that. Clever. Very clever, Debbie. All right, this one, oh boy, this is from Peggy No. And ready? Oh, I never know how to open these. Like that. Nope, like that. Nope, hold on. I got it backwards. Wait. Okay, it goes like this. I wrecked the surprise. All right, here we go. You open it, and it's an explosion corner card. And there's that. Remember I said it looked like an octopus? That's the die, but the other lady had done it in designer paper, so it looked, it was hard to see the pattern on it. Poetry Garden, it's part of the circle. Let's see. Let me see. Part of the circle. Oh, yes. Oh, well, she's got it taped onto a circle, though. She's got a circle layered in between. So, okay. This explosion corner card. Look at this beautiful paper. Oh, and I just noticed she has vellum leaves. I did not notice that until my finger just hit it. Isn't that neat? And then, pow. So this is a beautiful sample of that Delicate Whispers paper with the hydrangea hue. Okay, here's another Z fold, Thinking of You. Love that. This is the Floral Charm paper from Ian O'Shea. And this Thinking of You is so delicate. It's very nice. It must have the wedding one in there, Always and Forever. I wonder if that's in there because it's the same kind of a font. Let me see if I am imagining it or not. Yeah. So see, this font here is the same font as that. So these two must be in the same stamp set. Okay. Here's one of the sweet jars, the DSP. It's a DSP card with some strawberry slush ribbon. And then she did a little pop-up. Isn't that cute? With the peaches and the blueberry jam and these hearts wing out. And these are embossed on the heart embossing folder. And she's got the little baby heart right in the center. So she did that cleverly. I love you very much. I love you back. You're the sweetest. That's from Robin Dowse. This one is Sandy Reese. So Sandy also did the other church card. Let me just find that really quickly. This one here. Oh no, it's a different Sandy. Look, two Sandys. But so this is the same card stamp set. This Sandy embossed, and this one stamped with smoky slate and then used the die pieces to build it up a little. But isn't that beautiful? And then she used this bridge trifold and this stunning paper. Oh my gosh. And then embossed on the inside. So it's blessings for your wedding. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And this one here, You're the Sweetest. Oh, you ready? This is from Sue Creamer. Pow. Isn't this a great way to use busy designer paper? You don't have to worry about what direction it is because it's going to go in all directions. Whoops, fold it in the right way. And it's like one of those folding things, you know. Burp, 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 burp. Okay, so that was Fun Fold 6. And Cindy, I will be sending these to you. And I don't know who Jan your card was, but I put your name down there. And let me come back. There. Oh, wasn't that fun to see all the inspiration? So depending on where I'm at with my card cutting, I may be back tomorrow night to show you. What I want to show you is the swag we got at OnStage. Also, my roommates and I did pillow gifts to each other, and we had our own shoebox swap. So I want to show you all that And then we had make and takes at the OnStage too. So I just want to show you all that stuff. If I don't have time tomorrow night, because I'm not done cutting I haven't cut my cards for my class. I've only designed them. But if I don't have a chance to pop on, then I will do it on my Sunday morning scrapbooking craft along. But I'd rather do it tomorrow night if I can, just so I can do the scrapbooking on Sunday. So I hope that you'll look for my notification that I'll be going live. And now I know I've got my microphone fixed, so I won't have that problem again. And I will do it right. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Have a good rest of your night. And I'm going to be going to bed soon. It's after 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime. That means I started a half an hour, almost 45 minutes late because I had no sound. So an hour and 15 minutes is reality. So I hope you guys enjoyed all the swaps. Let me just check the comments before I go. Oh, Cindy. And yes, so kitchen table, stamper, the mystery card. Okay, wait a minute. I bet you, are you talking about, let me see which one you're talking about. I bet you're talking about the explosion card that opens up like that. One of these. The explosion, or the bookbinding explosion one, because not everybody will have this, but everybody can paper fold and make the bookbinding one, which is this one. Yeah, look at that. That is going to make a good... I'm showing you on the thing. This one that has the explosion like that. We'll do this in a mystery stamping. Coming soon, but maybe not the next one. We'll see. I don't want you guys to get ahead, you know. But so if I wait a month, you'll forget about this one. Okay, so that goes in there. All right. Toodaloo, everyone. And thank you for your patience with my sound issues tonight.